So good morning, everybody. It's feel like everybody here have a lot of energy, and tomorrow is gonna be better because Alberto is gonna put one of my son. Woohoo! Thank you for being with us. I mean, we know that you're doing extraordinary things, and because we want extraordinary results, right? So today we're going to have a really good invitee that's gonna talk to you guys, and I for sure you're gonna move from here to the next step. And I have to say that Power Week, it's been great, but like I'm always said, every time that this group puts something in the chat, usually I'm not, in the chat because I want to write it in Spanish, but everybody that this team share some in the chat, it's great. I have to say that it's the greatest one, and about sharing some information and some tips. So keep doing that great job, okay? And today I have here with you somebody that we love you. We love a lot. I say I love you, Linda. So it's gonna be Linda, right? Linda, that you're gonna be talking about what is happening during yesterday.
Yes, I have the privilege, and I love you too, Sarita. I have the privilege of going over the recognition. I was so excited by the recognition yesterday, and recognition is one of my favorite things because to me, it is the actual, we can talk all day long, but recognition is celebrating what you're doing. It's the actions, it's what you're actually making the business, putting it into practice, bringing it to life, right? You can read in a book, but when you do the action that you're sharing, you're bringing it to life. And that just makes me all kinds of crazy, as much as I think like Sara loves rock music. So I get to go over yesterday's recognition, yesterday's activity. And just a reminder, I know some have already posted for today. Those will get covered tomorrow. So this is based off Tuesday's action. And I love Elaine Kern sharing the Farm Market Mondays. She had 7 quality conversations. I absolutely love that she had all of her tools, every single tool she used, her and Stephanie, from the videos to the app, to the literature, to the samples. I mean, they used it all. Way to go, Elaine. She may even use tools that we don't even have yet. It was such a great and powerful post. So thank you and congratulations to you, Elaine and Stephanie. Danny Amet, great idea of sharing a bottled water with an energy booster sample to the delivery guy, and you take them with you when you run errands. That idea in itself has so many uses because we have people servicing us all the time. I don't know how many times I've offered guys who come to work on my AC or my car, hey, do you need a bottled water? Because it's like 107 here in Texas. Duh, energy booster, hello. Thank you for that idea. Martha Ament wanted to help a consultant in her team who has a prospect who speaks Korean. Way to go, Martha. Totally no boundaries in this business. Michelle Foster, she asked about how to create a QR code for her Immunitech website. Like Sarah said, we're learning so much by your questions. And thank you, David Commerce, for sharing that website where you can do that. If you guys didn't catch that, you'll want to go back through the chat and check that out. Elizabeth Andrade Lopez, good job extending your reach by taking advantage of the opportunities that come your way. But you're not just taking advantage of the opportunity, you're having the courage to act on it and to share Immunitech with a surgeon I think you worked for in the past, and also your mom's primary care physician who was impressed with your mom's progress. That's just a regular phone conversation that you thought, wow, here's an opportunity and I'm gonna act on it. Ivana Gonzalez sharing the product presentations she's doing after she's followed her daily regimen for success. Thank you for that. Darlene Houston taking this global, extending her business to the Dominican Republic. And then lastly, Dina Holmes. She talked yesterday about having consistency and having patience when building on social media. And then she shared her success and having someone say yes. I love that she immediately said she used the if I would you question, because that was one of my favorite things that she shared yesterday. And she used it and it totally worked. And then we got to see her share in her picture on the app, how she was able to see that that video was being viewed. Again, a powerful testimonial. Thank you so much, Dina, for sharing that. These are all the tips that, just extend our mind and our reach and help us think outside the box. Or like that famous quote that's in the Immunitech corporate office in Houston, in the Woodlands. It says, forget about stepping outside of the box, just get rid of the box altogether. So that's what this is all about. So thank you guys for everything that you're sharing. We're learning every day. And with that, I'm going to pass it on to my buddy, Alberto. Yes, Alberto. And Alberto's going to share some more tips before he introduces today's speaker. So
That's
Alberto,
right.
take it away.
Fantastic. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Sarah. And thank you all for contributing on the chat. And please keep at it. Keep doing it because we want to continue learning from you guys. And let me go ahead and share my screen real quick because we want to talk about a few things that you already know, but they are so important for our business, not only for this week, but also for every week, because it's all about tools, promotions, and the recognition that we all love. You are very active this week using the Magalog, the 11 Secrets brochure, your app. But guess what? This is an ongoing thing. Make sure that you not only when you talk to prospects, when you do presentations, you do that verbally. Please, please, please use the tool, leave them behind, leave it with the prospects so that they have time to review them, to check it out, and also get back to you with any questions. So, leaving tools behind with your prospects are so important in this business. And, encourage your team to also do that. I love when, now I'm traveling around and doing the Discovery Immunotech's presentations in person, and consultants are bringing these tools and even selling it to the other consultants that may not have the ability to maybe purchase 40, but they could buy 5 at your meeting. So, have them all the time with you. And also something so important, don't forget to talk about the monthly promotions, because these promotions, we tend to forget about our current consultants in this regard, because we always encourage them to do their monthly order, right? But how about if we encourage them to also purchase the monthly promotion, not only because they're going to take into consideration these great promotions with great discounts, but that will allow them to have more product to share with their prospects and other people they know. So take advantage of the promotions. In July, we have, as you know, the on-the-go shake, buy 3 get 1 free, and this is the Spanish flyer. I can see that. And also, we have the K21 promotion, buy 3 and get 20% off. And remember, this is not only 20% off; you're getting it at 50% off because you already get 30%. And we are giving you 20% extra on top of that. So you're buying the K21 for 50% off. So make sure you spread the word, tell all your team members, not only, again, to buy their auto ship this month, but add the promotions as well. And of course, Power Week, this is the last month of the trip. We want you to maximize the recruiting and use this excellent, fabulous, marvelous Revolution 3.0 pack that came back just in time for you to close a great month of July. For those of you that are competing for your incentive trip, you can use this as well. And wow, what a promotion. So take advantage of it. And guess what? We have something that I want to share with you, and it's about the Lifestyle Dreams event that we're going to have in Houston, the 9th and 10th of September. As you saw at the All-In Weekend in Orlando, we recognize the top enrollers. And in Houston, we're going to do the same. And listen to this. If you are a top enroller in May, June, and July, you will be recognized on stage in Houston for being the top in the entire country, and you want to be there. And also, we're going to add up all the recruitings done in May, June, July, and the top will also be recognized with this a certificate, and of course, a big round of applause and encouragement and love from the audience in the event and also online. So spread the word, continue to work hard, because if you were not number one in May or number one in July with your results of in June with your results of July, you probably will get to the top of that. And with that, I just want to now take the opportunity to introduce our special guest for today. Everybody loves her. Since the minute I met her a few years ago in Jacksonville, she stole my heart, and she stole the heart of everybody in there in that meeting. And since then, we started working together, and I only have seen her growth month after month, and she's now one of our newest executive diamonds in 2022. Please welcome my dear friend and dear friend of all of us, Mariluz Sanchez-Torres. Hello, Mariluz. Welcome.
Thank you. My goodness, every time I hear all these wonderful things, I kind of believe it. But thank you, Alberto. Like always, it's an honor to be with all of you. Power Week is especially special for me and for my team. And it's because it was in Power Week that we had that, that impulse that we needed. It was a week where not only for myself, but for my team, we started believing, we started creating and developing skills that we didn't know. And we also started discovering talents that we did not know that we even had. That's what really Power Week has meant for me and my family and my team. And if this is your first time participating in Power Week, congrats. We're really excited. You're going to be learning so much. And if this is your second or third time coming back, there is so much more that we still need to learn, right? Sometimes we would like to have this magic wand, or we would like to tell you what are the magic words that is going to make everything so special, and it's going to make you a platinum in a month. And we really don't have that, right? What is it that we've been sharing? Well, we've been sharing things that we've been learning along the way, but at the same time that we've been putting to practice. And during the practice, we've been failing forward, right? We've been doing things, and sometimes we have not done our best, and we've noticed because we haven't had sometimes results. Or, we get to know our personality a little bit better as well, because when we start taking action and we start applying the things that we learn, and things don't come like we would like them to be, then sometimes we think we're failures and we have to deal with our emotions, our stresses and frustrations, right? But no, I just want to let you know that you're in the right time. We're working as a group. When we work as a group, things are so much better, right? When we have a group of people that we're supporting each other, when we're working towards the same purpose, goals, and approach, we get better results. And that's exactly what happened to me and happened to my team, right? We just started working together. I got excited, got my team excited, and everybody, started taking advantage of all those, things that we're learning along the way, and failing forward. But failing forward only made us better. And now we have so many treasures that we're able to share, right, with the people coming along. So yesterday we spoke, Dina spoke about initiating conversations. And, in this process of growth with Immunotech, we always have to deal. For example, I'm going to talk about me. Power Week actually helped me face many fears that I didn't even know I had. It actually helped me get out of my comfort zone, that annoying comfort zone, because when we talk about comfort zones, we're happy, we're comfortable, and doing anything out of our range of what comforts us, it is terrifying, right? But I did notice something. For those of you who know me, and if you don't know me, that's, nice to meet you. But for those of you who know me, I suffer from anxiety. Okay, that's something that I've been dealing for years. But I noticed that anxiety is triggered more when I think about stuff and I don't apply it. Just the thought of doing it overwhelms me. And then I noticed that once I faced that fear, anxiety was gone. And then I was like, well, how smart is that? Here I am just killing myself with all this anxiety of things that I could do and not do and scared to do, when really just applying it and just throwing myself to the water, just diving in, is just taking it away. And then I noticed that the results were so wonderful that I sort of became addicted to this thrill of anxiety, doing and getting results, right? And there's two things that can cause anxiety, and it's starting conversations, like Dina said yesterday, especially if you're a shy person, if doing things, cold callings and stuff like that is rough. But something that can cause anxiety as well is following up. And I will tell you this, if this is your second and third time in a Power Week, I will tell you that this is the opportunity to start following up. And that's going to be the theme of what we're going to be talking today, how to have a successful follow-up in Power Week. Whatever you're doing this week, what we're going to be doing is we're going to actually be reaching out to the people that we've been speaking to in months prior. This is about reaching out to people that are inactive, that might take advantage of the new 330 pack. This is about reaching out to people who have not done the business and might be excited about giving referrals and maybe becoming silver and getting bonuses and commissions. How about that customer that probably just ordered once and they don't know about our other products? So really the list of follow-ups that we can work on this week is really, it doesn't really end. There's so much that we have out there. But even if this is your first time doing Power Week, whatever action or whatever you do this week is what you're going to take to be working in the weeks ahead. And honestly, you do know, and I know you've heard this many times, in the follow-up, that's where we get the money, right? That's how really our business grows. And I'm going to tell you about me. I had one person reaching out to me when I didn't know about Immunotech. And yes, maybe I was intimidating. Maybe I thought I knew it all. I had a broken immune system. Maybe I was cranky and, that person got scared and didn't follow up. But then I had somebody else who reached out and followed up. So who won? The person that followed through for 2 months straight. I had somebody following up for 2 months straight, and maybe somebody else, the first person that approached me, probably just gave up and said, she's probably never going to do it. I'm not going to follow up again because, I'm going to be bugging her, whatever. But I appreciate that person that actually insisted, that person that followed up with patience. I appreciate her so much because her patience and following up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times actually changed my life. And it changed my life to a whole nother level, right? Not only in my health, but in my finances and to my whole family, right? So with this said, I'm going to be sharing my screen. I prepared this PowerPoint. And I want to tell you something. We learned this in our past event. A poor follow-up is better than no follow-up. That's just the way it goes. It doesn't matter if you're not an expert. We have to take action, right? And I want to tell you something, newsflash. Only 2% will buy from the initial conversation. Don't think that because Mariluz is an executive diamond and because Dina, got an award for being, the top diamond leader of Immunotech, that every time we speak to somebody, we have these magic words and we just make everybody buy from the get-go because that's how talented we are. And that's just not the reality. We do know, and we come with realistic expectations that we have something very valuable to give to people, but we do know that many of the people that we're going to be talking to are going to say no initially, right? Now, we do know something, that 98% of the people that will make the decision, these are people that we've been following up with. And this means that we have to follow up more than one time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I don't know how many more times. Now, how do we make following up successful? Then we have to be intentional. And I think this week in Power Week, we are being intentional, right? And being intentional is being ready. We already put in our agenda that we're working all week with Power Week. We all know the things that we're doing on a daily basis. And we already have in our hands the tools to make this work, right? And I put some ideas here, like pre-packed examples, Cogniva, Booster, Energy, the Maglog, maybe have a video ready. But something that has helped me big time is preparing beforehand on knowing what to say. If you're shy, if you're scared, beforehand, reach out to your upline. Or, there are so many YouTube and so many of our tools that we have that actually can help us create things that we can say. You can even call your upline and say, can I practice with you? I'm going to be reaching out to my doctor. I'm going to be reaching out to my gym instructor. I'm going to be reaching out to just random people in the street. And, I don't want to sound awkward. I want to have the right words to say, and I want to start practicing with you. That's been intentional as well. There's nothing wrong. I remember how many times I've tried to approach people, and I know that the words have come out wrong, and it's been so awkward that when I leave, I just hate myself for that, right? But how about preparing beforehand something that we know what to say? And that's going to make it fun. You're not going to be awkward. You're going to be extremely confident. And I'm sure that you'll be able to create more conversations, but at the same time, it's going to be so much easier to follow up. Now, whatever you're going to be doing this week, which is reaching out to people initially, right? Creating these conversations for whatever reason, with referrals or, just random people. This is very important to be able to do a good follow-up. And you have to take notes. If you're on the phone, even if you're in Zoom, you can have a notebook right in front of you and take notes. You can take notes about the person's needs, person's personality. I don't know, anything that that will be useful for you to follow up in the future. You have to ask. Sometimes we're so nervous and we want to tell them everything about our product that all we do is talk and we don't listen to what the person needs. Let the person speak. And this is going to be so much easier, right? To be able to do a sale, to make a sale, or at the same time to be able to follow up. Take in consideration their needs. I know we all want the sale. I know it, but you're going to forget about that. Okay, you're going to be confident, and you're going to make sure that that you're giving something valuable to this person in front of you, and you're going to be listening. Of course, I want this person to buy my 5,000 pack, but can they really afford it? Or how about if this is more health than business? Or what is it that I have in front of me that I can actually give a value to this person? Is it going to be easier if this person connects to one of our discovers? How about doing a Zoom or a three-way call with my upline? How about if this person, it's going to take some time, to trust in what I'm saying? What if a sample is a better deal? So we become listeners, right? We become some sort of psychologists. We want to make sure that we're actually fulfilling the needs of this person. This is going to be so much easier because guess what? We are solving people's problems. But you can only solve a problem if you know what the problem is. And when we follow up, that's exactly what we're doing. And people sense it, people appreciate when you're really trying to solve a problem. I know that this is your problem. Hey, I have something wonderful for you. It's, has a bigger discount, or it has more product, or, this will allow you to do this and that, but we can only do it if we're good listeners, right? So following up, having a successful follow-up means to be good listeners and knowing what their needs are. Now, what are things that we can say? Every week, I'm always learning about, people's approach. Okay. I just wrote a few things that have worked for me. Today I saw something from Dina's post that just cracked me up. And I'm like, you know what? That's the one thing I'm missing. I need to be funnier whenever I text my prospects, right? But, sometimes, when people don't answer our text, or they don't answer our phone calls, or whatever, it's just, I die inside of me, because it's like, what to do and not sound like we're pushy or anything like that. And sometimes words as simple as, hey, I'm so sorry I didn't follow up with you before. I'm actually telling what I'm doing. I am being blunt about, hey, I'm sorry I didn't follow up. The person knows that that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm following up with you. How are you, my friend? And sometimes it's something as simple as, hey, Dina, I haven't forgotten about you, sweetie. How are you? We're not being pushy. We're not being awkward. I just want to let you know that I'm still thinking about you. I haven't forgotten about you. Hey, I was thinking about you because, maybe in my notes, I remember that she said that her child had ADD. Maybe I heard about her mother having high blood pressure, or maybe having some financial issues. And I think this is a great way to do a follow-up. I was thinking about you because maybe you can bring along something you've had in your notes about your first conversation, your second conversation. And what is that showing this person? That you care, that you're really interested in their needs. So it's so much easier for them to see us as friends, not as annoying pests of salespeople that are trying to get a sale, but I'm actually reaching out to you because, I got some samples. You told me that, you were not confident or you're not sure. I got some samples for you that I would love to send. I don't know, but that's why it's so important to take notes. That way you'll be able to do a better follow-up. Or how about talking, I talk to people as well that, they tell me a, straight no. Sometimes they're not the nicest, but sometimes I know that these people might not want the product, but they might refer me to other people that need it, right? So I just put something like that. Hey, Eddie, it's been a while that I wanted to reach out to you. How are you, buddy? It's been a while I've been wanting to reach out to you. I'm telling him straightforward that I'm thinking about him. And I was thinking about you because I know how much you care about your family and your friends. Even if you think you're not ready to try a product, I thought you might know someone that could benefit from. And I don't know about his family, but sometimes I can talk about something that it's common, that maybe he knows somebody that does need it. And you'd be surprised how many people, thank you for reaching out. My mom has been dealing with, that's exactly what she needs. Yes, send me some information. What am I telling him? I'm telling them, it's okay. I know you don't want the product. I'm not selling you anything, but do you know somebody? I know you care. And that has always been actually, I get a lot of referrals on a monthly basis of people that probably never bought the product or stopped buying the product, but they refer me people because they remember and of some information that I actually sent them. And ask people. There's something else about following up. If you don't want to be a pest, if you don't want to make them feel uncomfortable, we have to respect people's time. Are you busy? When is a good time to call you? And how much time do you spend with them on the phone? If you actually get to call, how much time do you actually spend with them on the phone? Because overwhelming them and taking more time that you actually need to can actually close doors for a future call or for a future follow-up, okay? What happens when we don't get an answer? What happens if I actually called Sara yesterday and say, Sara, oh no, tomorrow at 2, awesome. So tomorrow at 2, we'll get, I'll give you a buzz, and now I call Sara and Sara doesn't answer. Then don't take it personal. Just try again the next day at the same time. And if they still don't answer, it's all good. It's not the end of the story, right? You're going to put it in your agenda to call in a week, in a month. And I'm sure that because you have good notes about the last conversation with Sarah, you'll know what next topic to bring along the next time you talk to her. Probably send a message. And above all, keep your lines open for a next time. That is always the best. So what are you going to do with all of this that we've been able to share? Just put it in practice. If it doesn't work out, it's all good. You've already succeeding because you're already putting it in practice. Okay. I am sure that along the way, you're going to be figuring out so many things about yourself. I'm sure that you're going to be able to make scripts a lot better than myself or Dina's or whoever is successful to talk to people. I'm sure that you'll be able to develop things and that you did not even know that you were able to, develop. I'm sure that you're going to be a lot more creative than all of us. All we want is for you to dive into the water, get rid of those anxieties. Believe me, once you take action, anxieties are gone. You're going to have so much fun. And the more people you talk to, what's going to happen? The more, new recruits, more team members, and definitely team leaders that are going to help you succeed. So these are my few tips for today. I hope they are actually some good tips for you that are actually going to be very helpful. And I'll be sending you a big hug and thank you all for your attention and for Alberto, Linda, and Sara for always being there for us and helping us out.
Thank you, Mariluz. Definitely the fortune is in the follow-up. We are in the business of following up with people. either prospects, even your own consultants. You will be surprised how many consultants we recruit, we train, and then we forget about it. And then they'll quit, and then they come back and say, oh, nobody followed up on me, and I just didn't want to continue, right? So follow up with everybody, take good notes. I love that fact, to take notes, because you know what? The paper doesn't forget anything. So thank you for that, Mariluz. And wow, we are, today's hump day, right? Wednesday, the middle of the week, and we still have 2 more days of Power Week. But of course, Saturday and Sunday is up to you to continue. But we're only getting ready for a great close of the month. You're laying the ground for you to continue to keep your agenda full of work for next week and next month, because that's what it's all about, to continue to stay busy week after week, day after day, and that will bring growth to your business. So with that, I say goodbye, and I'll give the microphone back to Linda or Sarah if they want to say something.
You know, Mariluz, I think what I love the most, aside from your amazing tips, which I did put in the chat, are like awesome to start, initiate the follow-up, is how real you are. You know, you're participating in the business and you're sharing your emotions as you do. And a lot of the times it's our emotions that keep us from doing the business, not our logical brain. So thank you for always being you. Thank you for keeping it real. Keeping it real, girlfriend, and sharing how you feel, because that's inspiring to the rest of us. Thank you.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you, Mariluz, because sometimes people, they don't want to talk about things that are happening to them. And at the end, we need to understand that, I mean, we are all equals. Yeah. So everybody have their own different things that they go through, but at the end it's about what are you doing, your attitude about that. And I would say that something that is happening with the Power Week, it's the habits, and small habits will be what will help you grow. And after all, this is what our whole life is about small habits, right? So I wish you a successful day. I wish you can be the creator of your own reality, while of course helping other people. So thank you so much.